Umeteuliwa kuwakilisha vijana na chama cha Ford Kenya katika bunge la kaunti ya Bungoma, bila shaka na chama cha Ford Kenya of course.
Yes.
Baada 2022 bado unasubiri kuweza kuteuliwa ama unawania wapi?
Nina miaka midogo sana mimi, na nikiretire mapema it will be a shame. I'm going back to my people and talking slowly, pole to them, and I'll kindly ask the people of Mbakalo. I want to tell them that I have a lot of respect outside, I have a lot of respect across this county, and I come from you, the people of Mbakalo ward. You only have one task, and I will be so grateful if you elect me 2022. I'm going to run. Yes. Naenda kuwania Mbakalo kama MCA, lakini hiyo itakuwa tu ni one of the exams I need to pass for greater things. I will serve, if the people of Mbakalo elect me, I will serve them with my all kabisa. But I know that is not really very much where I belong. I am destined for greater things, and the people of Mbakalo. Bethel Mwambu, he's been a very good leader. He has served the people 2 terms, 10 years. So he has an option to either die as a MCA ni Mwangushe or to graduate. If he goes for MP, I'll support him. Because I know we are going to pass this BBI. We pass the county assemblies, we're going to pass it. Tongaren is going to be split. We're going to have Tongaren and Naitiri, probably. That is just
your thinking.
Yes, my thinking. We're going to have Tongaren and Mbakalo and Naitiri. This Naitiri is a small constituency. If I had money, I will go for it. But him having 2 terms as an MCA, let him go for it. Me, I'll support him.
If you had money, you will go for it. So yes. What are you telling us? Siasa zetu na pesa?
You see, even if, you see, it's not all about bribing people. It's all about facilitating yourself. It's all about facilitating yourself to carry out activities that makes you reach out to the people. I have no capacity today as we speak. But otherwise, the people of Kabiyefo and Naitiri will support me. The people of Mbakalo, where I come from, will support me. I will only have a task of going to Milima and look for their support. But I'm not saying I'm encouraging my brother Bethwell, because hapa kwa MCA I will take it.
Tuende kwa BBI.
Okay.
Nyinyi mliona grant mkabadilisha msimamo ghafla bwana.
My friend.
Grant shilingi milioni 2.
My friend, hiyo grant iko wapi? That is a long overdue idea. MPs have a car grant, and we perform the same roles. I am not saying we are comparing ourselves to MPs, because we can't get the 5 million they get. The car grant for MCAs is 2 million, and it was there. We were being given as loans. We've been servicing them, but that petition has been there since the inception of devolution. The County Assembly's forum at national level have been fighting for this. When we were in the devolution conference in Mombasa, that is 2021, 2020, 2019, our devolution conference was in Mombasa. The president said, we are going to give you, because that is your right. He has been buying time. He has bought time until now reached somewhere and said, if you will come to us and you see this, by the BBI is good. But you see, sometimes when you get an opportunity to fight for your right, use it. If you can't fight for yourself, don't lie to the people that you are fighting for them. Car grant is a right for the MCS.
Kwa hivyo mheshimiwa, tuseme kwamba hauoni tatizo lolote na the timing ya utolewaji wa
yes. People will say we have been. People will say
timing number 1, and then number 2. Kumbuka katika ile communication.
Yes.
Ni wawakilishi wadi wa huu muhula, current MCAs.
Yes.
We are not very sure if that will go.
No. It was not. Now on this, even if the president made a communication, but on this, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission gave a communication, a circular, and in this circular it was clear that the canon has been reviewed. And you see, reviewing is not temporary, my friend. When you review something, it means you have changed. You have changed it. You have changed that term and condition from a loan to a grant. When you look at, you read the, if we have time, I'll read it. I'll read the communication from the SRC. So it's not about us. We are benefiting now, yes. But I have no guarantee that I'll be the MCA tomorrow. So that person who will come in my shoe will benefit.
Kitu gani kingefanyika iwapo amungekuwa na car grant? Mungeangusha mswada huo marekebisho katiba 2020?
Hakuna, si ati tungeangusha. And let me tell you, the car grant has no impact on what we have done on BBI. It has no. In fact, if it had, the MCAs of Baringo would not have failed it. They also received car grant of 2 million. Why did you fail it? So the car grant is not related to BBI. Whoever thinks it's related, I think there are those who think they are a very small percentage. If it was not there, the BBI would still pass. BBI only needed 24 county assemblies.
Kwa hivyo kutolewa kwa fedha hizo wakati huu kwako ni sadfa. It's just a coincidence.
No, it's just a coincidence. But I'm telling you, in a devolution conference in Pride Inn Hotel in Mombasa, the president said it. He will have done it that time. Why has he done it now? Maybe he also thinks it will have an impact on MCS. If he thinks we are fools to be influenced on changing the... You see, BBI talks about devolution, and you see what devolution has done to the locals. What devolution has done, when we just see someone saying we are going to increase devolved funds from 15% to 35%, only fools will not support it. And let me tell you, people have been fighting it not because of the content. People have no content of BBI. If we go to them and tell them, please, people have been fighting it, and I've told you and I repeat, because of the personalities behind it.
But the personalities are still there. I mean,
they are still there, but you see, sometimes we reach somewhere and stop thinking about personalities and think about our future. This BBI is our future. If we are going to increase the devolved funds in our wards, in our counties, we also are going to be given the ward development fund like CDF. We reject BBI. People like us of Tongaren, we have a very big constituency. We have even a road that passes, we have a problem in making our roads. Nani atapinga kusplit Tongareni? We're going to split Tongareni into 2 constituencies. Tongareni, no, wait. Tongareni is going to receive 2 constituencies. Each constituency is going to receive CDF. Again, you see, when you look at this BBI, and also when you look at the census, the last census, words like Kabiofa, Naitiri, Tongaren, the boundaries are going to be reviewed. We're going to have additional ward. Every ward is going to get development fund. Who will reject BBI? Unless we don't know what we want as a community, we're going to support this document because of what it has for us. So, despite the chest thumping of Raila Odinga and him using such things to continue killing our leaders, we are going to support BBI. We finish and wait for him. If he comes as a candidate, we're going to fail him. So we are going to BBI. This one has our stake.
Well,
but not his stake.
Mnatatizo sana na mtu mmoja.
Yes, because he has troubled us. He has troubled us.
Katika mswada la marekebisho ya katiba ambalo linahusu zaidi ya mtu mmoja. If anything, Raila is 70 something years old.
He should now retire. With those years, he should retire and go.
According to which law says he should retire?
No, we have no laws. Politics has no retirement age, but we are tired. I think we have supported him enough.
You are tired.
Me, I am speaking for so many. I wish they had time to just come here and say, I'm speaking for so many Dalmas. Let me tell you, we are tired also. We are tired. Let us make our leadership. And let me tell you, and this one, let no one quote me. Kenya has been voting on ethnic lines. That's true. Ethnic lines. The people of Central Kenya are united. The people of Western Kenya, who are the second to the people of Central Kenya, we are divided. That is why someone from a minority community like Raila Odinga is troubling us time and again. It's time people should open their eyes. That community of Raila Odinga comes the fourth or fifth in Kenya.
I wouldn't call it a minority, but anyway, I will not.
Yes, but now people should open their eyes, because it should not come to our time and you say now you are being tribal.
Mheshimiwa Musebe, BBI, mazuri yaliyomo katika BBI, unahisi kwamba that document na hasa zaidi mswada ambao nyinyi mmeupitisha wa marekebisho ya katiba 2020 una kasoro zozote? Areas you really
yeah. Of course, there can't be. You can't. Hata wewe kama umetoka tu binguni ukaingia, you can't make a perfect. Let's say if this is a constitution, you can't make a perfect constitution for Kenyans. Not even Kenyans. You can't make a perfect constitution for any institution. There must be gray areas. So to me, as much as there could be, but a good percentage is good. In fact, this BBI comes in to correct the 2010 constitution received an overwhelming support. It went through. It was not perfect. It had some issues here and there, which are being corrected by this. Again, this one is not perfect. A constitution is like a human being living. You are today I have beards. Today I have no beards. Tomorrow I have developed, and maybe they are helpful. So a constitution is a living document that has to undergo some changes.
Which are these gray areas?
If I say my gray areas again, I will disagree with some voters down there. Now I feel Kenya is overrepresented when you compare to developed nations. The US is a very big coverage area, but its representation is not as even that of Kenya. Kenya, we already have over around 400 MPs. We are going to create another 70 constituencies, and these people have their salaries. We're going to create more areas of representation, which strains the budget of Kenya. But again, if we look at it on a different perspective, it is an advantage, because that person comes with the development fund, comes with the employment, the constituency and all that. But when you look at the advantage and disadvantage, it disadvantages more. We should reduce representation in Kenya. In fact, to me, as much as we quashed the punguza mzigo, it had some idea for Kenyans, because I've sat in areas of representation and I know what it means, the cost involved and all that.
So apparently uzuri wako tena ndio ubaya wako. I mean, what you're praising is the same thing you are.
No, this is Kenya. This is Kenya. Let me tell you.
Complaining that we also.
Let me tell you, Dalmas. On matters of constituencies and representation, it has led to disparities in development in Kenya. Central Kenya, when you go to, I can't ascertain, but they must be getting above 400 billion because of the sizes of their constituencies and the numbers of the MPs that are there, and budget can't fail because again those areas have more members of parliament. Our region, you come and it is, let me tell you, I was with one of the members of parliament from another region I don't want to quote, in the Kabuchai campaigns, and we walked across the 4 wards, and he said, this constituency is so big. This constituency, what will I do and what will I not do if I'm elected here? It is so big. Imagine Kabuchai of 4 wards. He has not gone to Tongare. He has not gone to Kandui of 8 wards. So it means there are other areas which have 1 ward of Bungoma County is a constituency there. So, as much as I see it as a disadvantage to the Kenyan, I also see it as an advantage to the people of Kenya again, because it brings more monies down. But my reasoning goes beyond that. if we reduce the representation, like for example, we have Senate, we have National Assembly at national level, we have County Assembly, we have a governor, we have president. Even if it was my layman's thinking, I will kill either Senate or National Assembly. Unlikely, I will kill the National Assembly and leave Senate to perform the roles of the National Assembly. So that the Senate does the roles of the members of the Parliament, the legislation and oversighting the national executive, so that Senate can do representation of us. The senators should know the problems of us down here and do that. And then we bring that money of the National Assembly, the expenditure of the entire National Assembly, we develop it. It is a lot. Ask about how the National Assembly spends in a month to pay an MP over 1 million shillings. We have over 400 MPs. To pay the staffs, to pay, let me tell you, if we take that money of the National Assembly to county governments to develop it and increase now ward development fund, it will have more impact than having many constituencies. So, because that one can never come by, the members of National Assemblies are like the supreme in the lawmaking of this country. They can't kill themselves. That is why I now call it an advantage. Because we can't manage to kill those. Let us manage what we can. Let us get more constituencies. So, with time, maybe things will reach somewhere and change. But with time, we will get what suits us. But as per now, BBI is good.
Tunapozungumzia BBI sasa, kuna wale ambao wanasema kwamba kuna washindi na washinde katika kiwango hiki. Do you really look at it from that point?
Washindi kwa mambo ya BBI
na wale wameshinda in terms of, kuna wale wanamuona naibu rais as someone who has lost it at this point. Na hili nakuuliza kwa sababu nakumbuka wakati Baringo waliweza kuangusha BBI, kulikuwa na celebrations fulani kutoka kwa kambi ya naibu rais, na wengi wakabashiri kwamba labda tungeshuhudia magatuzi mengine kama vile Uasin Gishu, Nandi, Elgeyo Marakwet, Kericho, baadhi ya magatuzi Pwani, baadhi ya magatuzi labda hata hapa magharibi ama maeneo ya Trans Nzoia na kadhalika, yakiangusha mswada ule wa marekebisho ya katiba 2020, but that hasn't happened. Do you really think naibu rais amepoteza at this point, or it is overthinking to reason that way?
I think it is just overthinking. Naibu rais ni mtu ambaye nimeona kama ni jamaa mwerevu. Hata kama hatakuwa rais 2020, najua hatakuwa, lakini ni jamaa mwerevu. He's troubling everyone. Today, people are not sleeping because of his moves. And he looked like he was not supporting BBI. But I think he's clever. He has seen the direction BBI is going. He will either keep quiet or not oppose it. And he has already indicated that he's either keeping quiet, supporting the document, but not opposing it because of the direction it has taken. BBI only needed 24 county assemblies. And as we speak, it's overwhelming. It speaks volumes. And in this BBI thing, the only person who will be rendered irrelevant is Raila really wanted opposition on BBI so that he can use it to prove that he is still there. BBI is not going to have a lot of opposition. It's going to go through. And he is not going to have that political season to prove himself again.
Are we likely going to see a political party or kind of a coalition based
out of BBI? I can't tell. I can't tell because if BBI had a lot of opposition, then it will bring about a political party. But because it's not going to have, it's not going. You see, remember Chungwa na Ndizi, that's where ODM came. Because of that battle, it was so heavy. Until the person who emerged the winner, the Chungwa came out the winner, it brought about a political party, which is still living. That is the same case that Raila wanted this time. He is not going to manage. He will remain with his Chungwa. Jubilee will remain there. Some faction will leave Jubilee to UDA.
Kwa hivyo kwa maoni yako,
And our strong parties like for the Kenya will remain.
BBI is a done thing. Kwa maoni yako.
BBI is done. BBI has had some resistance. But today, people have started changing their mind. People have started thinking like I'm thinking. We only had a problem with Raila. We did not have a problem with the BBI. In fact,
he's not dead.
He's living, but we have now known how to deal with him. We are not going to give opposition to BBI. It's not going to be a political battle. It's going to be, this is all we needed. We had post-election violence. If it solves, this is what we needed. We had only 2 communities sitting on the table. Now we have expanded the executive. Even if you are a mental case, you can't be the president. You get your 2 communities, for example, the president, deputy, the prime minister, the 2 deputies. Unless you will be mad, it can't. So at least this expansion of the executive will cater for other communities. So we know even if we will perform so poorly as a big community in this country, we must get either the president, the deputy, the prime minister, or the 2 deputies. We know we will sit on that highmost table of decision making. That is all we needed.
Has it really been any different anyway? Tumeona tumekuwa na speaker wa Senate kwa mfano Ken Lusaka akiongoza mojawapo ya mabunge ambao bila shaka ni nafasi kubwa nchini. Baadhi ya mawaziri wametoka katika eneo.
How sure are you that how sure are you that after 2022 we will get him back?
Have we seen any government ambayo imekosa mtu kutoka eneo hili la magharibi ambaye anashikilia nafasi kubwa ya uongozi? I've not seen it. Maybe you have.
But you see, that is about the Western Kenya. Western Kenya, we are so democratic. Look at those, look at the Luo Nyanza. If Raila loses it, they have lost it. Look at the cabinet of 2013-2017. Look at that cabinet and tell me, there must have been communities that failed out. They felt they are completely out of. In fact, that one brought about what happened in 2017. And me, I want to sincerely thank Uhuru Kenyatta. With all the powers, with all the instruments of power, he decided to shake hands with his brother, Raila. Because, let me tell you, it's not because of Raila. It's not Raila who did that. It's because Uhuru saw a situation where Kenya is not governable. Mimi nakumbuka when Raila was being taken for swearing in, vijana wanapigwa maji na pilipili, but they still stick. They still fight back. They were bringing about some picture that this country could be ungovernable. That made Uhuru think outside the box and say no. Even if I have powers, you see, if Raila pursued Uhuru and Uhuru did not want, he will not go for it. Because he had powers over.
Tutaketi katika meza kama viongozi katika eneo hili la magharibi kuzungumzia masuala ya eneo hili la magharibi bila kutaja players from outside the region, and in this case Raila Odinga. You've mentioned.
If you tell me I came here to talk about Western, I will leave alone Raila. I will not mention him, I assure you. But if we are here talking about Western region in relation to national politics, I will talk about him because we have, let me tell you, we have labored so much for him. We supported him.
The same way for the DP, yeah?
Which people?
I mean, kuna viongozi wengi katika eneo hili magharibi.
Sasa unajua kwa sababu ya kuchoka, tumechoka. Those people are now enjoying, but they will not enjoy after 2020. We are going to do away with them. Some of them think they are so super. We want to deal with them. Those ones who are just playing outside this axis we are talking about, Wetangula and Mudavadi, they are not going to enjoy after 2020. Now leave it. We are not going to enjoy after 2020. People are tired. Dalmas, I'm telling you. We are tired. They are not going to enjoy. Now, you see, and Ruto did a mistake. If Ruto left the Kabuchai and Matunga alone, he will still be enjoying something. But after 4th of March, you will see. He had really tried to penetrate our region. Amejaribu. Lakini sasa tena amejiua. He tried himself his way in. He has made his way out. and this axis is going to do wonders. There is another guy called.
Are you ruling out these axis working with DP?
Yes.
You're ruling that out?
I am ruling out, but on one condition: that our party leader Moses and Musalia try so much so that the other faction doesn't come with Raila Odinga. Simple.
You simply have a problem with Raila.
No, it's not. No. I don't have a problem with you. I've said, by the way, BBI, Raila has played a role.
Can't you just give him credit?
But where was my party leader? Where was my party leader? How was the process? How was the process? When public participation was happening, we gave contributions. Here, my party leader was clear. When it's gone even to bombers, even when they met as party leaders, who was given the task to now give the amendments of the party leaders? It was Weta. So you want to say it is Raila, and you leave out other players in the process.
At least begin with Raila.
Yeah, who has refused to begin with him.
Give him credit.
Yes, but let him also give credit.
Angalia kamera
yes.
Ndio BBI ilianza na Raila.
Hapana. BBI ilianza na Uhuru na Raila. Ilianza na Uhuru na Raila na ikakuwa document ya Kenya. Alafu kama haingekuwa na input ya hawa watu, haingekuwa BBI. So don't tell me it is all about him. No, it is about us. We also gave input back. Right. And we can see some of our inputs included. And even at the final stage, the final amendment, the person who did was Weta. So this thing is ours. Let no one take it and run away with it alone. It is our thing. It's our thing.
Huyu Raila ambao umemtaja amezungumzia kinara wako wa chama cha Ford Kenya na kinara wa chama cha ANC as cowards.
Raila is crafty. Even that going to bombers, we know what happened to Uhuru Park to swear it. He tricked them.
With a Nigerian number?
Yes, he tricked them with a Nigerian number, we know. These stories, as much as we don't get them immediately, but we get them with time. He tricked them. Raila is a crafty man.
And they were tricked.
And they were tricked. Just like you can be. Just like I can be. And those are some of the reasons we don't like Raila. So when you are friends indeed, be friends in need. When you are friends indeed, be friends indeed. But don't be.
Leader wasn't already in need when Raila needed him most.
Where did Raila need him and he was not there? Where?
Miguna was.
No, he tricked them. He did not want them to be there. Unless, in fact, let me tell you, they will never come out and say what happened. Because everyone will see it as an excuse.
Baba mwoga unakubali ndio
hakuna. Baba nani mwoga? Wewe unajua Weta kweli? Weta is not a coward. He's not. He's not. He's not.
Nimekuwa ni Ngware, bila shaka anaitwa Fred Musebe, mwakilishi mteule katika bunge la kaunti ya Bungoma. Na hilo ni kiongozi wa vijana katika kaunti ya Bungoma. Mwenyekiti wa kamati ya elimu, japo leo masuala ya elimu hatujazungumzia katika bunge la kaunti ya Bungoma, na vile vile next member chama cha Ford Kenya. Thank you so much for sparing your time for us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Na lolote la ziada? Ama Raila kukosea?
Nadhani la ziada, okay, Raila hajanikosea. This is also politics. This is also politics, and I think what I'm saying, some people down there can see. So langu la ziada ni, you see, Dalmas, since Wamalwa kijana, who we can call as our last kingpin who marshaled Western, since he died, it is 18 years today. So what it means is, it takes a long time to get a kingpin. And in Kenyan politics, you need a kingpin to bargain. It's not any other formula in Kenyan politics. And again, there is no angel that we can get to rule us. Human beings who have weaknesses. So my part in short is, these 18 years we have taken, people have come into the equation, and these people are clearly known. The people have come in the equation. The 18 years we've taken are Moses Wetangula and Musalia. And it will be so difficult if the two will be disagreeing. They are agreeing, my people. Musalia and Weta are agreeing. it is 18 years. Do we still want to go for another 18 years looking for a kingpin, or we want to unite behind these two? Because definitely they will at the end sit in a room and say Musalia go or Wetangula go. That is my simple message. Let us not waste again another time, because if we allow someone to come to us directly, like DP President Ruto has been coming directly, he comes directly, we praise him, he goes and looks down upon our leaders. Now this will be the case if he becomes the president. He will say he has to come to us directly to ask what we want, and a president will never have that time. Is it so? A president will never have such time. He must come to us through our leader. So let us have a kingpin first. Let us use our kingpin to bargain. And therefore, having him always will mean having development always. But having a foreigner coming to us directly and we sing his tune directly, it will mean this person has to come to us again, which might not come to happen. So we must have a person we live with to bargain for us.
Wetana Mudavadi pia wanangoja endorsement.
You know, wongo too. Leo I've been listening to a local radio Sulu. Musalia has been saying me, Musalia was the one there. He anataka president. Weta has been saying he wants to run as the president of this country. Which another endorsement do you want? The people to endorse them is us. So if we also say, let someone else come and endorse them, we will be lost. We should be the ones endorsing our own.
Asante, shukrani Mheshimiwa Fred Musebe, asante Kelvin Kibetika Zisamfi upande ule wa pili. Asante vile vile Papa Mokolo, tulikuwa naye huyu mmoja ambaye amekuwa katika Marimba dakika chache zilizopita. Tulikuwa naye wakati tukizungumzia mawili matatu. Bila shaka asante mtazamaji, shukrani na kutakia wakati mwema. Naitwa Dalmas Sakali. Ngware is taking a break. Tukutane next Saturday muda sawia, nyakati hizi, lakini siku zote usisahau kwamba God is ahead, never say die. Go ahead.